Hey, what's up? Just make sure it's recording. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up? So, if you saw my last video, I kind of did like a quick update on what I was doing. I think I talked about like kind of where things were. It was like kind of the beginning. I think it was like in the first week of my of me like basically starting this whole company up, like a virtual solar operation that I'm starting up. If you don't know, like I used to sell for a company, used to close for a virtual solar company, and something, basically, things happen and they basically stopped, they stopped operating. So I'm just doing things on my own now. I decided, okay, like I'll just kind of do my own thing, run my own ads and get my own leads and sell, like market and lead. Like if you can market and if you can sell, then you can make money, right? So I just decided I'm just gonna do that. And I think I'm 3 weeks in, 3.5 weeks in. This is kind of like my 4th week, right? Yeah, it's my 4th week. And this is kind of a quick update, right? Today's Saturday. Just closed a deal today, my 4th deal since starting this operation, just starting this basically since I started the ads a few weeks ago. So 4 deals. Again, like I said in the last video, we do not count revenue in this business until it is in our pocket, because it is construction, it is long install times, and things can happen. And I've gone through so much in this business to understand that you can't count revenue, you can't count income until it is in your hands, right? So I'm not, I don't want to be in a position to put, to be emotionally attached to a certain number or a certain income, and then when it doesn't happen, then I emotionally crash. I can't work, I can't output as much as I was before, and that's not in a position that I want to be. So I'm not attached to anything. I think I'm completely detached to the number side of it. I'll kind of share what the potential revenue is, of like the sold revenue of what we got and what it could be. But again, I think something that in this business that you really have to understand is you can't be attached to the revenue. You can't, because I've had so many instances where I was attached to the revenue. I was like, okay, like cool, like I'm selling deals, I'm making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, whatever it is, and then a few months go by and some cancel. Even if they don't cancel, they might DQ, or they do install, but it's like it's less than what you thought it was. There was an adder here that you didn't think about, or it's all perfectly dandy, and then the installer just decides not to pay you, and that happens, So I think this is like a business 101, and I saw like a random old Andrew Tate video where he was like explaining business, and he was saying like, yeah, like if the money's not in your hands, it's not real. And that's so true on so many levels. So that's like basically the state of mind that I'm trying to be in during this whole process, is like until the money's in my hands, I'm not gonna try to attach myself to it. But that being said, I did some calculations of my, one second, just gotta make sure I'm recording so I'm not just talking for nothing. But that being said, I did some calculations for my numbers so far. 3.5 weeks in, I spent about $700 in ads. I've gotten, I think, almost 300 leads, and I set like 21 appointments. I've sat with 12, and I had 8 that are qualified, and I closed 4. So those are the numbers. Again, these are like serviceable numbers, right? Like in terms of like ad spend and profit and ROI and everything, these are very serviceable numbers. Could they be better? Yes. Could they be worse? Yes. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And revenue, right? Obviously revenue, after doing all the calculation on how much each deal is worth, these 4 deals should bring in about $37,000 in total revenue, or profit, like gross profit for me or for the company or whatever, right? So that's how much these deals are projected to be worth. Again, there's still a lot that needs to happen, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be put in. And these deals at any moment in time, and I'm completely okay with that, mentally, emotionally, like I have to be completely okay with at any time that 37,000 could be 0. And that is like, you have to have some sort of mental fortitude to be able to withstand that even if you did your best job, that you have to be okay with letting it go. You can't be attached to it. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to harp that into my mind as much as possible, because I've had this issue before where I was attached to the deals, and deals come by and I get emotionally, I get an emotional reaction from it, and that's not okay. So what else? So yeah, 37 grand. The thing that I can count on is the upfront cash. So I get about $500 upfront for each deal. That's kind of the deal that I have with, the partners that I'm working with. And it's $250 right on sale and $250 after permitting starts. So that's about like within like 30 days. I think they should start permitting. It depends, but that's like within 30 days I should get about $500. I still haven't asked for any of the money yet. I don't really need it right now. When I need it, I'll ask for it. That's probably not a good idea. I should probably just ask for it. But I mean, these 4 deals should bring in about $2,000 in the first 30 days of them, being in. So that is the main thing, is I can at least count on that as upfront, and that can be used to be reinvested back and whatever. So that's good. That's a good deal that I set up before starting this, is that upfront cash. There used to be M1s. M1s are really rare now these days. But if you can get at least something up front, that could help you really scale. What else? Yeah, I mean, I think something that I was telling myself is like, I did all this just almost manually. I have no automations, no AI, no setter. I'm really running the ads, setting, closing, like doing documents, doing designs. I have like a quick design, but I'm basically doing everything A to Z. And I was thinking, like, if I can do this, sell 4 deals with me doing A to Z, imagine what I could do when I have a conversation AI, when I have an SMS AI agent that's literally like talking to the leads in the back end, when I have a setter that's managing all of my sets, making sure that I'm booked like basically all the way through, when I have basically like SMS automation sent out to people that don't show up, when I have all these things that are implemented that best practices in business, imagine what I could do, right? Because I'm like, this is nothing. Like, if I could do that, I could easily get to 10, 15, 20 deals a month. Just me closing. I just need a setter, an AI, and automations, and that's literally it. I'm pretty sure I can handle like 20 closes at this rate. I would probably need to have, like, I have never thought about this before, but to get to 20 closes a month, I would need to sit with, if I sat with 12 and 8 were valid and I closed 4, I need 5x. Like, I just need to 5x the output. So 5x would be 66 sits in a month. So like, that's the big thing. Like, can I sit with 60 people in a month? That's a bit tough, but with a setter, with AI, with all these things, I think that's definitely possible. And if I can just up my close rate a little bit, up the a couple other things a little bit, the qualifications and whatever, and I can get my close rate to like a little bit higher. I can get the valid rate to a little bit higher. I can stop sitting with unqualified people. I could really do it. And that's kind of the journey that I'm on. That's kind of what I'm locked in and on doing right now. And also something like mindset thing. I know this is kind of a mix of like business and mindset, whatever, but whatever. These are videos I make for me, and I'm uploading it because why not? That can't hurt. And I think something that's going through my mind is like in the past, every time I've like built a little momentum, I've always either taken the foot off the gas, or I've put my foot too much on the gas. Well, either I get complacent and I slow down, or I get aggressive and I try to speed up past where I can handle, and all the momentum, all the structure, all the routines, all the discipline that I built, I can't manage and I crash and burn. Or I get complacent and I take my foot off the gas and I slow down because of that. So I am trying to stay in the sweet spot until I get to a certain number. I think my goal is to until I have $100,000 cash collected, meaning I sell $100,000 worth, but I have $100,000 that I sold and that got paid out to me. I'm just going to continue to do what I do, not go too fast or too slow, and just stay consistent. And hopefully that'll get me to where I want to be. And obviously that doesn't mean I'm not going to implement stuff and do stuff, but nothing crazy like stuff that I would do where I would fly out to New York and try to sell the deals in person and rent out a whole freaking, bro, that's what I literally did this year. I got a little bit of momentum. I spent all the money on okay, I'm going to buy a plane ticket. I'm going to rent an Airbnb. I'm going to drive. I'm going to rent a car. I'm going to literally spend thousands of dollars doing all this stuff just to get, and I got a few closes, but it just ruined all my momentum because it was such a drastic change that I couldn't keep up. So if I'm going to make a change, make it slow and wait till I get to a certain level before I can do that. Because so it's so I have all the routines and disciplines and all that stuff validated before I make a big change. So that is that for that. What else? I think that's it, man. I think just implementing this AI. I just got my freaking A2P brand certified yesterday. So I'm super ready to start building out this AI bot to just start talking to my customers when I'm not even there. Boom, that's the type of stuff that you gotta have. And then get a setter. Anybody want to set watching this video? By the time this video gets to any sort of view, I'll probably already have a setter. But if you're watching this video and you want to work with me and you want to actually work together and be part of this, come set for me. I'll pay you good. Bruh. So yeah, that's it. I think that's it for this video. If I have any more thoughts or whatever, I will communicate it through the lens of this camera to your ears and eyes, so that you can be part of my journey as I document the process. Anyways, peace.